Alright, welcome back to our next video, which is also part 9. This is going to be part 9b, and now we want to start routing. We want to start routing, and for you to route in Angular, a simple route. You know, we have route with children, route with all these. I think we'll discuss that in our theory class. But the first thing you do is to import this router outlet in the container, router in your container, the container component. Here, the container component is what? Is master. That's what you do first. Then in the app.route.ts, you define your routing path or route path. And then in your HTML, you introduce this router link, all right? And then you introduce the link. So I think let me start with this last one. The what? In the HTML, you introduce a link, router link, instead of href. Look at it. I did not even put it. Okay, it's there. The first thing here is what? Home. We'll do this. Let me do that of about. This, it says what? href. So we are not going to use href here. Rather, you introduce what? Router link. Then you specify where is it routing to. It's routing to about. Okay, so this is the first one. Then next, let me start from here. Routing in Angular, you introduce this router outlet in your component, in your master component. The master component here is master. So you go to master as a component, check from here, master here. Then you double click the master.ts, and then you import what we call router outlet. Here we imported only one component here called header what? Component. So introduce comma and import another component here called what? Router what? Router outlet. Thank you. When you import it from here, it will get imported. The library will be imported from the top here, as it is, as you can see it now. So once this is done, you have no problem. You can then move to the next, which is coming down to the routes.ts as a part of the content of app, which is the default component, app component. Then you introduce your routing path. Come down here, come to app, move down there, you see app.routes. Then you introduce, okay, we have even done that, but I think let me remove all this so we don't confuse ourselves. This is how it is. Okay, so this is what you do. You introduce the path, call the component name, then the what component, and then the component class. So you now introduce this in the path, the component name, then what? The component name here is what? About. You separate it by comma, then you now introduce a keyword called component, and then about component. That's good. Yes. And you are done. Then we check from the result here. This is services, right? Hello, about. Okay, these two components are not there. I've removed them down there. That's why it is giving me, and this is not yet imported. So I import. You can just hover your mouse around here. You see a bulb. Can you see a bulb here? You can click and add it. Then you save. And then the system will refresh there and then. Path about component. Let me stop the video.